Get ready for me while I talk about how I was kicked out of my dance studio. So before they shoot me with more defamation allegations, I was actually kicked out, and then I negotiated my way back, and then I decided to leave. So technically, I was not kicked out. Basically, I was following the trend of things my ex did, but I still stayed. But it was things my dance studio did, but I still go there because I still went there at the time I made the video. Which I was honestly playing with fire. Like, I kind of knew this would happen. So obviously my dance studio found the video. Since I kind of knew what I was doing, like, I was more worried about who showed the studio the video rather than like what was gonna happen. I definitely got called out for that because somebody on my private story decided that they would leak my private story. So on my private story with like 10 people, I was like, guys, like, someone shared the video and like it's this girl, I just know it. It actually wasn't that girl, but like it was almost her, but someone did it before her, so like I was kind of right. Someone on my private story like wanted to be cool or like wanted to feel valid, so they decided to share my private story with the teachers. Like, she thought like I wouldn't be upset at her. But like, if it made the teachers like her more, like, creds to her. She's playing the game of life and she's winning. So anyways, my studio emailed my mom and was like, let's have a meeting. And this was during spring break, so I was like tripping the whole spring break. Like, I don't want to get in trouble for this. Like, it's all true story. I was talking to my parents about like the different ways it could go, and they were like, oh, well, you never know, like, she could be apologizing to you for like all those things. And I was like, oh, maybe. Yeah, so that was actually wishful thinking, and then the meeting came around and she literally just kicked me out of the studio. And I was like, no, like, actually like some of the teachers here, like, they're low-key chill, and I like some of my classes. My best friend still went there, and like I couldn't just leave her. She said the only way I could stay at the studio was if I like make a list of all the things. I don't know. It was like I had to write something down and like apologize to her and like show that I respect them. Later that night, I was like, but I don't. And I was like, but I'm like not sorry. Like, I'm sorry, but I'm not sorry. So obviously, unfortunately, I was not sorry for what I did because I still agreed with everything. And there was no apology, there was just a little script she was like reading to me. And like, even though I didn't mention any names or anything like that in the first video I made, because the video wasn't about things they did to me mostly. It was like 2 things they did to me, but it was almost all about things they did to my friends that were like 10 million times worse. But my main problem was just like, there's a whole contract at that studio that you have to sign if you're on the team. For some reason, even the people that signed it got special privileges and didn't have to go by the rules of the contract, and I was honestly just sick of that. My mom was sick of that. My friends' moms were sick of it. I get that there's gonna be politics like at any dance studio, and like there's always gonna be stuff like that, but like if you are gonna be the one studio that preaches you're the opposite of that, like just be the opposite. Like, it's so not hard. But I'm honestly really happy with my decision to not come back because now I have a job and my life is just so much better. Like, I didn't realize how much better my life could be. I also tried out for my high school's dance team like after that whole situation, and I didn't make it. But like, I know I was good enough to make it. But like, everybody that was already on the team like really was like positive that I was gonna make it. They literally came up to me after I didn't make it and were like, you're like the one person we for sure thought was making it. I don't know if it's related. But it's also fine because I was kind of not really sure if I wanted to do it. Like, I was trying out just in case, but if I actually made it, I still wasn't sure if I wanted to do it. If I did join the dance team, then I would only be able to take 1 off-roll for my senior year instead of 2. But like, if I take 2 off-rolls, then I literally get out at like 11 or like 12. It was low-key a wake-up call. Like, I just need to like stop dancing. Like, I think TikTok dancing is what I'll stick to. Guys, tag Charlie D'Amelio so we can collab. Yeah, guys, that's kind of the basic rundown of the story. If you want a more in-depth one or more specific stories about it, let me know. Or if you guys want story times of how a 12-year-old at that studio bullied me, let me know. That's it. Bye, guys.